Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts, like the chart behind me, which is of PayPal, ticker symbol PYPL. And so here I am recording this on Friday, April 26th, after the market has closed, with PayPal closing at a price of $65.96, being up almost 3% on the day and continuing up to $66 in the after hours. And so I wanted to go over PayPal because they have their earnings coming up on April 30th. And their earnings call will be at 8:30 a.m. And I was thinking about hosting it. So let me know in the comments down below if you would like to join for watching the price action during that call. I'd be happy to host that, so let me know. And also, because PayPal was one of the first earnings calls that I did stream going back to February when we did see this pretty big drop in the price. And so, that was an exciting time for me, and so I am pretty curious to see what happens in the upcoming earnings call. Looking at the chart just briefly, I do think price will be going up, but I do want to go over some things that are potentially concerning levels maybe it would retrace to if it does not go higher. But there is one thing that does stand out with actually the day's candle from April 26th that does stand out to me as being pretty convincing that it will be going higher. But before I dive into the daily candles, zooming into the recent price action, I did want to take a step back to go over, this falling wedge that I had gone over in previous videos quite a while ago, and also this downtrending level that had acted as resistance. Also, we do have this gap to the upside at $72.50. And I do believe I had also talked about price getting up to $76.50. I think that might have been a measured move that did not play out. Maybe we'll be seeing that following the upcoming earnings call. But also I did want to point out too these gaps to the downside, one at 52.20 and the other at 54.72. I kind of doubt that price will be going down to those levels anytime soon because we do see this, downtrending line, the yellow line being above those gaps. So I don't think we're going to return to them. And so just looking at the more recent price action, some things that stand out to me, really one thing that does stand out as kind of bearish, but maybe it's already just played out, is that we actually see a double top here. And so on January 22nd, we hit a high of $68.21, and to the penny, that was hit on March 27th, $68.21. So I think it's pretty remarkable that that double top was right to the penny there, and then we did see a retrace following that double top coming down almost 10%, a little over 9% from that high. So I, do find that pretty interesting. But, from that pullback, it did bounce from the 50% retracement from this Fibonacci here, coming from the low that was hit following earnings, hitting a low on February 8th at a price of $55.77. So not quite being able to get down to fill that gap to the downside, and then we basically reclaimed any of that loss, that gap following earnings. So I found that really interesting. It did not do what I expected it to do. Following earnings, earnings are always tough to predict. But from that bottom and up to the top here, it did retrace to the 50% level right around $62, here at $61.99. And then it has bounced, breaking above the 236 level at a price of $65.27 on today, Friday, and also breaking above this downtrend that I have drawn here. And so I drew that, it's a pretty basic downtrend just drawn based on these two pivot highs, one being the high here at 68.21, the other being the high hit on April 9th. That was at a price of $67.26. So with those two highs being there, we were not able to break above that downtrend, but we did get a close above it today on the 26th. And so what I would be looking for, what would show a lot of strength to me, is if we could get a close on Monday above the day's high that was $66.30. So if we close Monday above that, that would suggest to me that this is confirmation of breaking above this downtrend and that the stock price could be going higher to 68.21 following earnings, or to potentially fill this gap up here right around 72.50, or if I were to take that gap to the close of August 2nd when that gap was formed, that would be at a price of $73.20. So maybe we see price getting up to there if we can, hold above this downtrend, break above this double top here, and then start to see price action move a lot higher. And if I do throw up the volume profile, we do see a lot of this consolidation below the current price. And so I do think that if we are able to hold right around current price, there's not much holding it down until we get up to this gap right around $72, $73 a share. So, that's what I would be looking for. But, I have to say I don't have a position in PayPal. I'm just intrigued by it. I think it's an interesting company. We all use it, whether it's Venmo, PayPal, whatever it is. It's definitely a company of interest. And so I'm really interested to listen to the earnings call. And so let me know in the comments if you would like to tune in for that. I'd be happy to host it. But, as far as the chart goes, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video and share your thoughts in the comments down below. And make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching.